Hi, Leah Anderson here, Mayor of Port Stephens. I'd like to give you a wrap-up of last night's council meeting for the 10th of June. Now, we had a massive agenda last night. We had 3 public access speakers and a whole range of items on the agenda. Really importantly, and you can see the paperwork that goes behind these things, we adopted our draft development control plan for 2025, our draft local infrastructure contributions plan, and also we had our final integrated planning and reporting document. So behind the scenes, a lot of work goes in with the council's team around this. So I just wanted to say how pleasing it was that we could adopt all of that work last night. Now, last night there were 4 mayoral minutes. And the usual Mayor's Diary was the first one, which gives a wrap-up of what the Mayor's been up to and all of my movements for the last few weeks. The second mayoral minute that I'd like to mention was around the New South Wales state budget. So we do have an advocacy priorities list that we put to the federal election, but we also know that the state government is coming together shortly to do their budget. So we thought our advocacy items are a priority and we'd like to get them in front. So we've asked the General Manager to send a letter and send them on down. The third mayoral minute last night was around the recent natural disaster. Now, in particular, it was really pointing out and thanking the council staff and the hardworking teams that helped get us through this natural disaster. And obviously, we've still got a lot of work to do. Also calling out the great work the SES did, all of our community support, and how the community really came together to help each other out. So it was a huge thanks. And again, as well, I did do a shout out and mention to Anthony Albanese, our Prime Minister, who was up in the Hunter, Premier Minns, and all of the ministers that have come up and had a look at what we're dealing with here in Port Stephens and how they can support us. Now, the fourth and final mayoral minute last night was around the Port Stephens Roads Acceleration Program. Now, I've talked about this a fair bit. We've been putting together the biggest budget this council has ever seen for roads. So we've already got a budget that's around about $20 million worth of funding. But last night we talked about how we can find additional money. Now we've got $9 million of additional funding that's going to come through from the sale of unused roads. So we'll be rezoning some small parcels of land that we've located across the 3 different wards, and we'll be allocating $3 million per ward over the next 3 years. The councils have actually got together and decided what are some of the priority roads. We know there are a lot. But priority roads that we know that are really big concerns for our community that we can get out there and get stuck into as well. So all up, our roads program is sitting at around $39 million. And as I said, it's the biggest roads budget Port Stephens has ever seen, but we know it's needed because we need to get out there and make our roads safer for our community.